Hey guys, we've got New Age Affair with us today, and we're going to ask them some questions.
Hey everyone, we're New Age Affair.
I'm Jacob Branding, I play guitar.
I'm Gage, I play drums.
I'm Derek, I sing and play guitar.
I'm Ryder, I play bass.
We've been a band for 2.5 years now. The band started just kind of like me and Gage messing around, writing some pretty crappy pop punk songs, and then throwing them together, and then we slowly just pieced this all together, I guess. And
The first two of us that met, it was me and you, right?
I
met Gage the day he was born.
Yeah. I met him the day I was born.
No, Gage and I, we met when he was born. We're brothers, so we've known each other for like literally ever.
18 years.
And then I met Ryder when we moved to South Dakota.
I grew up in South Dakota. He moved here at the beginning of high school. And we were both in music classes and stuff. No, I could tell this guy was really good at singing, so instantly I was like, hey man, we gotta make a band.
What you have to understand first off here is Ryder and I were in a previous band. You know, we kind of just like clicked pretty instantaneously after that. And then when I formed New Age Affair with Gage, Gage knew Jake.
Yeah, high school, pretty much. Saw him at the skate park a couple times. Ooh, I want to tell this one.
Okay.
I want to tell this one. All right, so we were at a TJ Maxx in a strip mall, right? And he went and used the bathroom, and he came out and he was like, "Bro, I came up with this great name for a band." And even he on his phone, he like made a little like JPEG image with like New Age Affair, yeah, all while in the bathroom. And he came out, yeah. And then I specifically remember we bought like some wild socks too that same day from the same store. Yeah, dude.
Gage's favorite part about that entire memory is the socks.
What do you mean?
There is like that's the problem. We don't actually have like a reason for like.
There's nothing behind New Age Affair.
No, it's just New Age Affair. I think my biggest influence is probably Green Day, and then throw in some Beatles because the Beatles rule. That's a big
Same.
influence for me as well as Metallica because you know they're cool.
I only really have like drum influence. It's not like full bands, but like Neck Deep's probably the biggest one for me. Influence like most of my drumming. I really like Buddy Rich though too.
My influences were probably Neck Deep because I showed him the Gage, so taking
I have a
that
special place in my heart.
one. Blink, obviously,
Sevenfold.
and yeah,
Maybe
Avenged
Avenged
Sevenfold.
Uh, I grew up playing Blink-182, Green Day, A Day to Remember. But yeah, I don't know, I like everything from like reggae to heavy metal, everything in between. All that stuff's really good. I pretty much listen to everything except for like a couple genres. I don't want to hate right now, but
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's gems in every genre. There's a couple songs in every genre that's just like, it's a good song. It's a good one. The way it normally goes is like I write lyrics in a chord structure and I have some ideas or whatnot, and then I just bring it to the band. But like the best way to like explain it is I write a skeleton of a song, and then these guys put the meat on the bones. Just a couple lyrics and some chord structures, and these guys are like, let's do this and let's do this, let's add this in here, and it's just like, I don't know.
I definitely enjoy revising this guy's
Kind of just all flows. Like there's really we don't ever have to sit around and like think about something to go into a song. It's just like right there. When it comes to like what we're about, it's just like just be who you are, and just enjoy what you love doing, and then I guess be yourself. Be yourself.
I'd say my favorite's probably I Hate Everyone. That's one of the newest ones that got released.
I'm gonna have to second that motion.
Honestly, my favorite would have to be either like Carry On or Detonate.
One of my favorites is probably Someday. This is like one of the first that I learned when I joined.
If I'm being honest, and I mean no disrespect, but I don't think it really affected us at all.
Yeah, you guys have had multiple member changes, and it never like slowed you down any.
No. He's our newest member, so. Scheduling is really hard for the four of us to like get everyone on the same page. We're gonna practice this day. You know, when people are coming off shifts from work, you know, or we got to go on to shifts at night, you know, and stuff like that. So it's
I
a
got
little,
school.
He has school, you know, so it's a little bit of a struggle. Don't be afraid to like do things. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Because like yeah, you know, like I can't go on tour because of all like this money and blah 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 blah. F that. Go on tour, find the money, get it done, because you're never gonna get that experience again.
What's that saying we always say, like 10 or 10,000?
10 or 10,000.
Like, don't be worried about showing up to a show and playing for no one, because
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah, definitely.
That happens to literally every band ever.
We recently played a show to like 2 people.
No, we played a show
They
to
were
the
fun.
openers. That's what it was.
And it's just, you know.
They were great. They were really supportive.
No, I mean, we've played, all of us, countless shows to literally just like our families. You know, like just keep going at it, get better, improve, release music. Don't care about the quality. Release the music, just get it out there, something people can listen to. I think it's definitely on the rise, especially in the like mainstream popularity. I don't know, there's always been such a huge like following for rock music, whether it's mainstream or not, that I don't see it ever like stopping, I guess, you know.
I think, like, it's currently all over. It's currently really big. It's all over the place. It's just really spread out. Like, there's so many different genres of rock that you can't even really say rock anymore, because, like, you could be talking
Right.
about
That's true.
screaming or the really light stuff. But I think eventually it's gonna kind of make its way back.
Yeah, some band will do it.
I mean, rock and roll is just people trying to express themselves with distortion,
Yeah.
and there's still plenty of people out there like us that are still trying to do that, so I don't see why it couldn't come back. I feel like I used to get nervous for sure way back in high school when I first started that first band with Derek. But after we played so many shows with that first band, I eventually just stopped getting scared. So
When I first joined the band, the first show, I cried before the show. But now, like, I still cry before the show. Still.
It's kind of hard to get shows anywhere you go, especially playing like really loud electric music, because most people, you know, I mean, most venues in the Rapid City, in the South Dakota, are like more for like sitting and eating and like just, you know, having music playing in the background, so maybe like an acoustic act or something like that, and that's totally cool. You know, it's just like, it's a little hard to get shows in South Dakota, but I mean, we manage just fine.
we've managed to find some really cool friends around here that are down to have like our own little scene.
For sure.
You would definitely be surprised how like many different kinds of bands there are in
Yeah,
South Dakota.
for
Though.
sure.
I'm sure most people would be like, there are bands in South Dakota?
Right. Every last one. It was a really, really good, like, chill environment
Yeah, it
where
was
we
a-
could come in and, like, some of the songs that we brought in weren't even completed as a band when we brought them in, and we could, like, literally work on them as we recorded them, and, like, kind of just had, like, a studio writing at the same time we were recording an EP. It was just really laid back and just a really solid environment in general.
Yeah, it
There's-
was.
I had reached out to Mark, like, hey, we're this little band, you know, from South Dakota. Do you want to work with us? And then he actually emailed me back and like wanted to work with us, you know, and so we went to New York and that was awesome. You know,
that
to go
was
to New
crazy.
York, and we recorded 2 songs there with him, and then it was just like, it was a completely different setup because this guy has been doing it for so long, Mark has, and worked with bands like Weezer and Motion City Soundtrack and stuff, so he's got all this crazy stuff, and he's got all these crazy ideas that he just throws at you. Well, and the best thing with Mark too, and I can say this for Weldon at Commonplace, is really they become a 5th member of your band. So they aren't just like standing there telling you, you know, like, this sounds like don't do this, you know, or like they're like more of like, hey, rather than doing that, let's do this and let's see how this sounds thrown in here, and that was really awesome.
And it's always better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always
both-
better ideas.
Both of their ideas.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So good.
you know, so it was a great experience. We're working on an album right now with Mark, so we'll be going back to release a full-length album. Don't have a date on that. And then we're re-releasing our sold-out EP with 2, not 1, 2 new songs. Shout out to Commonplace Recordings for helping us record our EP, helping us reissue the EP, and then doing this interview with us and stuff like that. So it's super rad. Yeah, all of our music is on literally every streaming site that everyone's gonna use. Like Spotify, it's on iHeartRadio, it's on SoundCloud,
Bandcamp.
YouTube. It's everywhere. So yeah, just go check
Search
it out.
it.
You'll find it.
Listen to it.
And then share it with
Feel
all
it.
your friends.
Love
You know,
it.
You know, shout out to my mom for letting us practice in her basement.
So